Why don't you do music anymore? Let me tell y'all something. I worship God with my voice. And here's the reason why. Let me tell you why. Number one, I love God. I love God. And that's all I want to do is make him proud of me. But when I was doing worldly music, I remember having a dream, and I just thank God for discernment. I thank God for even wanting to have a relationship with me. I thank God for talking to me and setting aside time to prune me and show me things and wake me up from my slumbers that I was in. So here's the deal with the music. I remember one night several years ago when I was recording worldly music and stuff like that. And I remember having this dream. And in this dream, I was like living in maybe like a high-rise condo or something like that. And it was this woman there in the mist. And she was living there too, but on a different floor. And I remember me walking past her, just a very mysterious woman. And I remember in this dream, I was walking past her unit, her apartment, and her door was open. And I kind of like pushed the door open a little bit because I noticed it was open. I was kind of odd. So I remember pushing the door open, and it was very dark in there. So I proceeded to go in. Like, I don't even know why. Like, why would I go in there? Like, Tiffany, why would you go into there? So anyway, I went into her apartment, which was very dark in there. But as I went in, I seen light coming from the kitchen area. But I followed the light. And as I followed the light into the kitchen, the light was coming from candles. It was candlelight. And the woman whose apartment it was sitting at the table. And on the table was a whole bunch of candles everywhere. And it was a bowl of water sitting in the middle of the table. And, oh gosh, all this crying got my nose all wet. But anyway, it was a bowl of water on the table. And as soon as I entered into the room, she was like, "I've been expecting you." And then the bowl of water started rumbling. And a little tiny bubble popped up. It was like a little bubble. It popped up. And inside this bubble was inside the bubble was like a teeny tiny scroll. Y'all remember them old ancient scrolls, and they pull it out at castles like, "Hear ye, hear ye." So it looked like one of those, a little rolled up scroll, and she unrolled it. And once she unrolled the scroll, she began to read whatever was on the scroll. And as she began to read whatever was on the scroll, I just remember beginning to freeze. Like, I started freezing into place. And before me formed like a projector. It looked like a projector, movie projector. And on this projector, as she reading whatever she's reading on the scroll, because at this point, I'm frozen into place. I can no longer hear what she is saying. I'm literally like almost like in a daze looking at whatever is on this projector. And on this projector, I see me. And I see me on a stage, pretty much kind of like Beyonce. I'm like in a stadium. I'm performing. I mean, it was like a big, huge music career, like pretty much very, very close to how huge Beyonce's music career is. It was very, very huge. And I'm over there performing. I'm rocking it out. Rocking it out. But as I'm looking at this image on this projector screen, I could feel something behind me. And this thing is demonic. It's dark. It's scary. It doesn't feel good. It's making the hairs on the back of my neck stand. It was terrifying. But I felt it getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to me, as if it was getting ready to enter inside my body. And I felt it getting closer, like it was trying to enter into my body. And I remember in my mind, because I couldn't hear, but in my mind, I was like, no. And I just remember the woman telling me, all of a sudden I regained my hearing. She said she stopped reading whatever she was reading on the scroll, and she was saying to me, why are you saying no? And I remember jumping out of that dream so quick, and just out loud in real life, I woke up like, get me out of here. So I say all that to say this. I stopped doing secular music and worldly music, because what I got out of that dream was nothing more than, if I was going to continue pursuing that type of career in that industry that did not glorify God, it was going to cost me my soul. Literally. And it's crazy that in this dream, I knew that I was not about to sell my soul for no music career. So for those who want to know why I don't do that kind of music no more, it's because of that dream that I had. It was enough to terrify me to say, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. I'm good. I don't want to do that. So that's why I don't do that kind of music anymore. And then I had to start praying and praying and praying. And I invited Jesus into my life. And he has renewed me. I am so joyous and happy and grateful and overwhelmed with the opportunity to be able to use my gifts to glorify God. So for me, if it don't have God in it, I don't want nothing to do with it.